pasa, gente? Bienvenidas, bienvenidos a los juegos del Tito Amor. Estamos aquí con Genshin Impact y estamos en la misión de vencer la pelea para que nos lleven a Inazuma. En concreto, tenemos que ver a la ubicación, busca pistas en la isla de más adelante. Vale, estamos aquí con el misterioso este, con el bardo. El bardo misterioso. ¿Qué tal estáis? Espero que estéis genialísimo. Ya sabéis, como digo siempre, que si os está gustando, pues os podéis parar un instante para dejarme likes, comentarios, suscribiros al canal, darle a la campanita, etcétera. ¿Este quién es?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Bueno, hay que vencer a este. Confirma la pista con Kazuha. ¿Hay que vencer a este o no?
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Me voy, que este pibe a mí no me interesa lo más mínimo.
Hubris. This way. Follow me.
No me interesa nada este
There may be
pibe.
an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Uy, menos mal que la hemos pillado. Menos mal que hemos pillado el aro de cebolla. Desafío completado, pero ¿qué desafío? Si yo no he hecho ningún desafío ni nada. Ah, que es el de los hermanos ese. Derrota a los ladrones de
Treasure
tesoros.
hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Let's spark things up a little.
¿Ya? Habla con el ladrón que robó la visión.
Let the show begin.
You caught up with me? How
Fair
is that
Surcacielos.
possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for...
You!
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easy. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow... You still... After all I went through to get it? I think not. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it out.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing...
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, we need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Just you watch.
Y este es el que era tan rápido.
Here's something special. Just a temporary setback.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use... I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's...
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind...
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated faced divine punishment, while the victors gained a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do. All right then. It's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Bueno, pues muy chula la historia de este su amigo que se enfrentó a al Arconte Raiden. Vuelve a la arena en el bosque de piedra.
Huh? Did Beidou leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liu.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking for...
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given, honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after...
Muy bien, pues misión, capítulo 2, prólogo completado. Ya está, nueva misión, izad las velas. Otras vacaciones en manzana dorada. Muchas misiones nuevas, me parece a mí, que me has dado. ¿Qué es esta? Otras vacaciones en manzana dorada. Venga, vale, pues venga, navegamos ahí. Dirígete al gremio de aventureros en Mondstadt. Para allá que vamos. Tatinto, tinto, tinto. Bueno. A ver si podemos completarla al menos en el capítulo de hoy. Depende de la dificultad, claro, como siempre. Si es hacer 3 tonterías, vale, pero como sea enfrentarte contra 27 jefes, pues no vamos a poder. Ad Astra Absoloki.
Traveler. It so happens that a friend of yours... Someone left a message for us? My beloved retainer. Have you noticed that silver thread of which fate is woven, now twisting and twining itself around you?
Mi querida súbdita.
Well... Apologies. This message is unusually difficult to recite. Definitely sounds like Fischl's note. We'll be watching you as you step into the glorious castle of the Immer Nachreich. Come to me at once.
Fischl.
Anyway, to
¿Quién
summarize,
es la señorita
Miss
Fischl?
Fischl asked me to ask you to go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. Please meet her there when you have the time. Oh, Fischl. Such a mystifying message. Well, if Fischl's expecting us, then let's not...
16.
es que se llega más rápido corriendo que escalando. Escalando es lentísimo, macho. Le voy a meter alguna mejora a la escalada. Más rapidez o... A ver, que no me acuerdo yo de la misión esta.
There she is! And Mona, too! Oh. Welcome, welcome, most loyal attendants of the Prinzessin. Which one is it? Retainer or attendant?
My apologies. Mein Fräulein tends to use exaggerated expressions when she's in.
Hey, Fischl! You were looking for us, right? Sounds like the fun started without us. What's got you in such a good mood? And so, the whisper of eternal night summons you back to my side. Splendid. What a blessed reunion. A boon from beyond the eventide. Come, partake of this joy with me.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you again. Mein Fräulein and I extend.
Paimon wants to say a proper hello too, but a normal person in this situation would simply say, "Hi, traveler, how have you been?" The traveler and I are like intertwined stars in the vast galaxy. You of all people should very well...
Precisely. Lady Majestus, please refrain from such
Lady Majestus has long since become a citizen of the Immonachreich. She has been serving... That's just my surname, don't mind that. You're here because Fischl asked Catherine to ask you to come, right? Indeed so, my archmage. Did even this appear in thy divination? Oh, for the love... No, of course not. You told me yourself... Excuse me. Anyway, in my case, she practically... don't worry. We've been around the block. Oh, faithful servants. One's homeland, the Immonachreich, which bears the darkest of all fates, draws... Wait, what? Indeed. Only one's most faithful envoys are fortunate enough to be privy to this great revelation. The Immonachreich is near Mondstadt.
No, please. That will be most unnecessary.
I know it sounds absurd, but there's actually something behind this. Basically, what Fischl means is... Lady Majestus! All right. Honestly, look at... The truth is that yesterday, Her Highness encountered the Spark Knight Klee outside. It was already getting dark, so, in that spirit of great compassion and... On the way, Her Highness relayed to Klee the story of her origins. Upon hearing the tragic tale of the fall of Her Highness...
Oh no! Is the Immonachreich really gone? Won't it...
Oh, mortal, your sovereign's heart is touched by thy sincerity and sympathy.
Really? So how do we make your home...
Since you inquire so earnestly, give unto me a tranquil haven. Promise me eternal admiration. Could you cut the reenactment and just get to the point? In short, Klee gave Fischl an island to serve as the promised land where the Immonachreich will appear.
Providence has gifted Mein Fräulein with an excellent opportunity. Esteemed...
This island looks kinda familiar. Traveler, curtail thy umming and awing at once. The throne of the Immonachreich calls for me. Come, be my blade. Clear... I think she just wants to invite you along to the island with her. That being... Huh? Why not? Klee is involved in this, which means her mother is probably involved, which means that old hag is involved. You, who have traveled to the farthest reaches of the world, fathom the celestial path of stardust in the palm of your hand, and witness raindrops
must chart the course that leads the way to the land.
Oh, Fischl doesn't know the way there.
Since thou asketh for our help, Paimon can telleth you that we are good friends with the Spark. Come on, just play along.
Behold, the Watcher, the Guide, the Weaver of Dreams, the Traveler. Excellent, most. To sum up, Traveler, since you
Lo
say
estoy
you know the
flipando mucho,
way,
con esta
we'll let
conversación.
you take us to the island. I mean,
Y es que además
the
la Fischl esta
promised land.
no me acuerdo dónde la conocimos.
Oh, good, fine, done. Right now, Lady Magistus needs to go home to pack her things.
Very well. Then it is settled. One blesses you with an undisturbed.
Mein Fräulein means to say, good night.
About darn time!
Entonces es que no me he enterado bien que tenemos que acompañarla a una isla en la que va a tomar la posesión ella o como es algo así, ¿no?
Paimon's exhausted. You all have proper rules. How come Paimon cuckoo? It's 12 o'clock sharp in the Immernachtreich. Anyway, since those islands are a pretty Kaya's mind works in mysterious ways. But a certain somebody who's definitely going to...
Adiluk. Lil, dirígete al obsequio del ángel. Pa allá que vamos. Otra vez para la taberna.
We're here! Tone deaf bard! What are they doing in Mondstadt?
Well, look at that. You're really here. Come on, take a seat and join our delightful conversation.
Wow, Traveler, Paimon! Speak of the devil, we were literally just talking about you.
Truly a curious coincidence.
Kazuha? Shinyan? What are you doing here in a Mondstadt tavern? And how'd you end up having to share it?
Tone deaf bard?
La Xinian esta
Now that's a
tampoco
fun
la
stage
conozco yo.
name.
No sé.
It seems like you're a pretty well-known...
Though sadly not a rock and roll singer, or we could perform a duet. So, you all know each other. My newfound friends are my old friends' friends from afar. This is a rare opportunity indeed. Oh, we should form a poetry club and call it, the Free Poet Society, or something like that.
Yeah, I felt like getting out and finding some new inspiration for my songwriting. Kazuha felt like last month, Beidou held a big booze-filled party called the Drink Till You Sink Championship.
Although Xinyan can come across as unruly at times, her musical understanding is highly nuanced and...
Oh, you can say that again. In Kazuha's hands, even a leaf becomes an instrument. That makes him an expert among my friends. Starting from Liyue, we passed through Stone Gate and kept going till we came into Mondstadt.
Oh, yeah! We know the one. Our friend owns that.
Really? Y'all sure have a lot of friends. Well,
Guess so.
Similar souls tend to attract each other. Traveler...
Wow, you're too nice. Unlike some people who only ever seem to poke fun at Paimon.
Pero te lo mereces.
By the way, do you know anything about the iridescent storm? It's supposed to be huge. Rumor has it that all 7 nations of well, so far it's mostly just empty promises. Anyway, it's supposed to be a music festival. The organizer, I'd love to give the festival another shot, but wouldn't you know it?
The music is all about inspiration. Maybe the organizers canceled the show, but fear not, weary travelers, for your journey was not in vain. It has.
Your temple of music must have more than just good tunes. You're a bard, ain't you? A song's gotta.
Exactly. You understand the meaning of being a bard so well. To express my gratitude, I will even share one of these stories with you.
Oh, you're a funny fella.
I've met many bards during my travels, but none of them are as entertaining as you.
I'm sure it all comes down to the richness of my imagination and, by extension, the poverty. Legends tell of an emerald isle in the middle of the ocean. There, the Dodo King and his people live a blissful existence. When a Dodoko is born, it dives into the water. Some learn to swim. Others are carried away by the waves, all the way to... One Dodoko made a new friend in Mondstadt, the little Spark Knight. But the Dodo King did not approve. So the little knight, together with her most important friend in the world, braved the wind and waves. There was no trial, by fire or interrogation. The little knight's mother, who was a mage, had built an entire... Summer is the season of love. It is the time for freedom and fun. The end.
How interesting. I now have the urge to visit that island myself.
I'm glad you liked it. Well, there's wine on the table, and I have stories to tell.
Here's to music. Come on, traveler.
Don't worry, if you don't like wine, there's juice.
In that case, I'll have a glass of juice.
Oh no! Kazuha!
Uh-oh, this fella's drunk. But, wasn't he drinking fruit juice?
More.
Oops, I think I accidentally placed some fruity cocktails out there. My bad.
Seriously?
Anyway, guess it's time to talk about business after all that drinking.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We didn't come here to drink.
Look where we are. Yup, I can sense that you're about to tell me something. Klee gave a special gift from her mother to an adventurer friend? As I'm sure you've already guessed, that letter is most definitely...
Yeah, that's so.
Speaking of, guess which 2 people I ran into on my way to the tavern today?
Master Jean? Or Lisa?
A mother and daughter, both with long elf ears and the most amazingly adorable...
Alice and Klee?
Ding, ding, ding! Correct answer! The unaging mage was taking her teeny tiny knight on a vacation, and I happened to run into them. As a friendly greeting, she also said that if I meet any fun friends, I should share this gift with them. So now it's yours to keep.
Ah! It's a bomb!
Minus the fuse, so don't worry, it's not going to explode. Come on, take it. This way we can talk to each other just like this, even when we're apart. It's called a Dodo communication device, and it allows people to stay in touch over vast distances. However, you can't just use it anytime you want. I heard that the inspiration for this comes from another world. She and Klee asked me to tell you. Please take this with you when you depart for the island. Don't worry about how to get there. The organizers of this vacation have made arrangements. Turn right after you exit the city gates, and you'll see...
Sounds like the two of you are in cahoots.
Of course not. Is that really the traveler? You're my friend. And as your friend, I just want to give you something that'll make you happy. How can you think this of me?
Fair enough. The tone-deaf guard does like to joke around, but he's still... Actually, Kazuha and Shinyan seemed pretty interested in coming on this trip too.
Ah, you're back. Poor Kazuha's still out for the count. Seems like he can't handle alcohol so well.
Shinyan, do you want to come to the islands with...
Huh? He doesn't want to go anymore.
Can't miss.
Ah, Kazuha might act mature, but deep down he's just another young...
Well, all the more reason for you to join the island trip. You know, a lot of people have praised the...
Okay, sounds like a plan. How do we get there?
Someone's got it covered, apparently. There'll be a few others joining us on this trip, and we're meeting at the city gate. Oh, yeah. They don't know Fischl yet, do they? Okay, so here's the deal. There's a princess from a faraway land.
Huh? Paimon? Don't get me wrong. I'm just asking to make sure. But from the way you're plugging... After all, canceling the Iridescence tour after people already made the trip...
Ugh! Why won't anyone believe Paimon?
Don't worry about that for now. You'll all have... Whether you're a princess, a retainer, a talking raven, a samurai, or a musician. You're all...
I'm sure looking forward to it.
I'll have to pass. I have some work to take care of.
You serious? The tone-deaf bard actually has plans to do some...
I promised a young lady with cat ears and a cattail that I'd sing at her tavern to boost business and beat the competition. Ah, yes, the competition
Aren't you allergic to cats?
Yup. I can always sing on their roof. She told me that as long as their sales surpass their competitor, there's a whole month's worth of wine in it for me. So have fun, and don't worry about me.
Hasta la mañana del día 7. Es que esta a lo mejor es una misión que metieron al empezar el verano. Y ahora se está acabando, le quedan solo 13 horas. Espera hasta las 8 de la mañana. Seguramente la metieran hace tiempo esta misión, hace un mes o dos. Pero claro, yo no he podido hacerla hasta que no llega al nivel de aventura 33, me parece que tenemos ahora. Y esta que no se calla ni bajo el agua, macho.
Mein Fräulein, if I may be so bold.
Of course it
wasn't. I just overheard it from someone in the city.
Let me see. Huh. It really is someone else's catchphrase.
Wow, you're here early.
Hi. Who've you brought with you?
Oh, ahem. Allow Paimon to introduce to you a fabled...
Hey, I'm Xinyan from Liyue. I like rock and roll, sunny days, and good times. You must be the princess Paimon told us about. You sure do look the part. I hear you're from a faraway... And this lady over here. My family tells me that only the wisest scholars were appointed.
Oh, I like her. She can stay. Xinyan, your gaze pierces the dark veil of night to arrive at the truth beyond. I am in need of one such as yourself. Very well. You...
She's trying to say thanks. You say all the right things.
No, well...
Mona is amazing. She can find out...
A princess, an astrologist, and an articulate raven retainer. I am Kaida Harakazuha from Inazuma.
What ho, Kazuha? Divulge thy...
Oh, main Fräulein would like to know where you work and what your field of expertise...
I'm afraid I'm just another wanderer.
This guy is an expert in the sword arts. He parries blades that none have ever parried before. And what? Is he really that powerful?
Let me take a look. Huh? Oh my. Hi, Kazuha. I'm absolutely delighted to meet a great sword master like you.
One hereby declares you captain of the royal...
For even Lady Magistus to praise your skills, you are surely one of rare talent.
Okay, Lady...
Lady Majig...
Oh, just call me Mona. Stop calling me that weird...
By the way, Lady Magistus, we found out how to get to the promised land. A legendary great mage gave us a big hint. Come on, every...
Come on, everybody. Bueno, pues eso está a 126 metros. Vamos a ver si... Lo que yo no sé es si al haberla iniciado ya me dejará acabarla mañana cuando juegue otra vez. Claro, ya habrán pasado más de 13 horas. Entonces, el objetivo está en este área. Madre del rock.
Somehow, I suddenly don't...
What a unique little thing. Looks kind of like Guoba, doesn't it?
Guoba. Is he the magical creature at Wanmin Restaurant?
To be honest, even...
I see. Only by meeting the lowliest of ends can... Oh, behold, the doorway cloven by thundering retribution. By such means as I once descended into this realm to bring retribution...
I will enter first. Main Fräulein need not...
He's in. And now he's gone.
Why, this truly is the path of retribution that
maybe I should just do a quick reading for safety.
Lady Magistus, it's fine. This is Alice's creation. It's totally safe.
All right, I completely forgot.
In here.
Come on now. Let's all try and...
I thought it was a snake.
We're flying.
Everyone, be careful.
What was that all about?
What a beautiful place. The wind is soft and the ocean is calm. And a pleasant scent blows on the breeze.
Yep, Paimon's feeling way better already now that we can see.
An ocean of life, and a land filled with flora.
Oh, faithful retainers, this is the blessed paradise that one has been searching. I, who command the darkness, shall lead you to yonder gate of dreams. Shall lead you to yonder gate of dreams.
Your Archmage Magistus thanks you for your kindness, Your Highness. In this moment,
Mona, what are you...
don't ask, just follow my lead.
Oh, right. Praise be to the prince.
My sincere gratitude to you for inviting me to join you on this.
Your happiness gladdens one's heart. How it delights me to bring us all together here at this most monumental... Now, as I take my first step on this pilgrimage, I shall perceive this ocean of life with my own earthly vessel. After all, on the contrary, Lady Magistus, blessed as you are with the great power of Hydro, one yet finds...
Mein Fräulein means Lady Magistus is perhaps...
Oh, Fischl, that I'm happy enough to join in with the play acting without complaining, but how dare you ridicule my...
Oh my, Mein Fräulein. Steel yourself, Mein Fräulein.
Oh yeah! Swimming race! Swimming race!
Challenge accepted. Heed my words, lowly Lady Magistus. You shall pay for your foolishness for as long as you live.
Ridiculous. I've never lost a single swimming race in my life. Bring it on. First one to run...
Are they serious? Running? I thought they were gonna swim.
I take it you have no present plans. I want to start by surveying the area first. Xinyan, are you coming?
Seems like everyone's got things to do. I'll stay here and hold down the fort for now. Mona and Fischl, don't worry, I got this. You're gonna take a look around, right? Well, make sure you let me know if there are any good views.
Thanks, will do!
Bueno, gente, pues lo vamos a dejar por aquí ya. Invocar al rompeolas. Ah, que es un barco. Ay, ¿podemos montar en barco? ¡Anda! Mira qué bien. L1 y arriba. Tutorial del juego. El misterioso rompeolas. Ah. Qué chulo, ¿no? Qué chulángano. ¿Y cómo dice que se va? Este es el cañón. Esta es la otra. Esto es para drenar. Qué guay. Me dice que tengo dos tipos de cañón y yo solo veo un botón para disparar. ¿Qué es este? Bueno, esta parte sí que me ha gustado encontrar un barco. Por fin. Esto es para saltar. Ah, vale, este es el cañón. El rápido, el frágil. Bueno, pues si sigue esta isla aquí, en el próximo episodio seguimos. Y si no, pues apareceremos en Mondstadt y seguiremos con las otras misiones. Así que nada, ahora sí o sí, sed buenas, sed buenos, sed felices. Un saludín, chao, chao.